everyone's algorithm is an absolute casserole of nonsense. Because for me, we're talking like at the minute. What is your first brilliant thing?
So my first brilliant thing, obviously I'm a fan of the podcast.
Yeah.
And I know that they're sort of all over the spectrum of what. Well, it's basically it's personal, right? What I consider a brilliant thing. Yeah. So
there's
my
no
first
judgment
one,
here. No
okay,
judgment.
Good, because it is a bit random. It's videos of people trying to cut their own fringes.
Okay.
There's a sense of the impending doom that I just draw so much joy from. Like I've never seen one go right ever, and it's like the hope. And to be honest, the audacity they have to sit on camera thinking it's going to go well, and it just never does.
And are they doing it? I've not seen these videos, but I instantly want to.
Yeah.
Are they doing it to deliberately get it wrong, or are they doing it because they believe they've got the gift?
So my favourite types are there's like a whole spectrum of people who are trying to cut their own fringes. Yeah. Right. You've got the slightly young, naive, maybe 12, 13. I might have seen someone on social media and gone, do you know what? I would love a fringe. I've watched a tutorial. This is how it's going to go.
Yeah.
And it's going to go brilliantly.
Yeah, sure.
Never goes, always scream, shout, upset. Yeah. And you go, oh, okay, cool. My favourites are, it's normally like middle-aged sort of Facebook mums. Right. I don't want to use the term Karen because that's too obvious, but sort of middle-aged Facebook mums who undoubtedly have seen the videos of younger people try it and go, idiots, I'll do it much better. And it's that sense of optimism that, oh God, I'm like a succubus. It's what I feed off of. Like genuinely, it's so funny to see. It's really, really, Russell, you got to get on it, mate.
It's funny is that I remember I was at the Edinburgh Festival one year and we were opposite a salon. And it was really good fun because I would look out my window, and Edinburgh's a windy city. So you'd have these sort of like the women that you're describing, these kind of like lovely sort of middle-aged women, and they'd go in, they get this fantastic haircut, and it's almost like they would come outside and the wind would go, fucking no, like that, and it would just... But you remember like when you were a kid and like there was that phase where you just randomly, you'd feel like a slap on your head and all your hair would be ruined. It was like the wind. So I can see where you get
it happening.
What's the worst you've ever seen, or the most pleasurable you've ever seen?
The most pleasurable one I've ever seen, like I said, this lady was about 42 years old, and she's there, and I'm not sure it's a close relation because the girl clearly lives in the house because the girl's standing with her, must be about 20, 25. She's in a dressing gown, and she's trying to convince her. She's like, look, I just don't think this is a good idea. And you can see her, she puts it, so what you do is you part the front bit of your hair, you comb it down so it's straight down over your face, almost like you're the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Then you twist it.
Right.
I'm trying to describe it as visually as possible. Once it's twisted, so you've got like this small tube of hair in front of your face. Yeah. Then you cut it to your desired length. This lady started so high up, it was like she was trying to trim her eyebrows. I was like, this isn't going to go well. And the girl immediately says, listen, I think you should move further down. She goes, I would say, an inch down. And before anyone can say anything, bang, cuts. She has this spiky unibrow at the front of her head. And I mean, immediately, this is what makes me laugh. It's too quick to have even known whether it was right or wrong. Just goes, snip, pings up and goes, perfect, it's what I wanted. And I was like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Everyone else cried and gets upset. What have I done? Oh no, I'm gonna have to go to the hairdresser. We'll fix it, not her. Yeah. She stuck with him. She's like, no, this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. And we all knew it wasn't. But and that's where it backfires because I had a thing where the one thing I hate quite up there is those forced motivational quotes. You know, it'd be like a picture of a wolf, and it'd be like, yeah, you can throw me to the wolves, but I'll return lead in the pack. And I'm like, I hate them so much, right? So I would send them to my best friend. Yeah, right. And be like, bro, how stupid's this one? And before I know it, I'm just flooded with all of these things. Like I saw one which, when I say brought tears to my eyes in anger, it was, life is like a sandwich. No matter what way I flip it, I still get the bread. And it was a guy with a chain and his arm crossed. And I was like, I don't wish bad on anyone. But you. Yeah. But you, mate.
But imagine that. But it's also, you want the video of that because you want somebody inside the subway going, look at that cunt. Like that. And just that of him just sort of stood there like that. It's really funny, isn't it? Because like it's such a big debate in the minute. You hear like particularly in the sort of, in the sort of left wing world, everyone's like, you've got the algorithm. It's very worrying. I mean, it captures everybody, and it just leans you towards misogyny and hatred. And then you kind of look at yours, and you're like, whoa. Well, but it's a real window into everyone's algorithm is an absolute casserole of nonsense. Because for me, we're talking like at the minute. there's like this. I think it's filmed in Japan, and it's these 3 dogs that get through various kind of, I guess, kind
Obstacle
of
courses?
obstacle courses. And there's kind of that. Remember that Game Boy
Yes.
music? So every time they jump, so that.
Nice.
And there's one dog that can never do it, and then they crash in on his face, and he goes. So it's that. You know, obviously tits, and then and then
On the list.
and then it's football free shots.
Nice.
But it's, you know what I mean, and then earwax removal videos.
The amount of things I've bought on TikTok Shop, one of the main things I bought, and which led to a semi-serious kind of situation, my timeline on there is full of those earwax removal videos.
Tell me, have you bought a dirty old Chinese man? Because it's always old Chinese men. They are the waxiest.
They're the waxiest.
Yeah.
Do you know what? No, I was watching one where it was.
That's not racism. That's a fact. If you go on YouTube. And you go on YouTube, you look at every earwax removal video, and you tell me it's not an old Chinese man. Continue.
This one, it was a guy who was.
It was a Chinese man.
It was a Chinese man.
Yeah, of course.
It was this dude watching a video of an earwax removal, but like the camera was in the ear.
Yep.
And he's sort of commentating on it.
Yeah.
And he's like, weirdly, rather than referencing the earwax, he keeps talking about how clear the camera is and this and that. Anyway, turns out the link in his bio is to your own earwax removal kit that connects to your phone, and you can look at the camera and clean your ears and scoop out the earwax. And I went, bro, I'm doing this.
See, the thing that's such a genius idea, but also there's so much going on there that can distract you.
Yeah, and it's not just distract you. I'm like, I know there shouldn't be there's no law against it. There should be a law letting me dig that far in my own ears.
Yes.
Like I'm talking, like I was trying to see my past in my ear with this camera. It was ridiculous.
It's regression therapy. Yeah, exactly. You find bits of wax from 1872. Jesus.
What's that from?
Yeah.
But the awful part is, it's essentially like this metal tube that's obviously got the camera in it, and you just clip on like the little scraper.
Yeah.
Some of these scrapers are a little bit sharp, right? So I've gone quite far in, and you ever done it with an earbud, a cotton bud? The moment you go too far, you go, ooh, and it hurts, and you know the feeling, right? Awful.
Yeah.
But for some reason, the camera gives you this sense of confidence, like I can see what I'm doing, I'm fine.
Right.
And I wasn't. I scraped and almost like nicked the inside of my ear, pulled it with so much force and so quickly, I left the little attachment, the little scraper, in my ear.
Oh my God.
So even though that sounds like it was like in my brain, it wasn't. It wasn't that far. But every time I tried to get it, I was just pushing it further into my ear.
God.
And there's nothing more humbling than after your wife has said to you 15 times, "This isn't a good idea," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm fine." 15 minutes later, having to come out the bathroom and say, "Can you help me get this small bit of plastic out my ear, please?" And that was my reality. That's what happened to me. So it's a sticky situation, TikTok Shop.
In all good conscience, I think I have to say now, I'm Googling this, and the NHS do not recommend removing your own earwax.
There you go.
Oh no, I know. But the thing is, it's so pleasurable.